Ireland's 10 most haunted places. Welcome to Irish Ghost Stories, where we uncover the spine-chilling and mysterious tales from across Ireland. In this episode, we delve into the top 10 most haunted places in Ireland. Prepare yourself for a journey through haunted castles, eerie islands, and ancient sites where the line between the living and the dead is blurred. Let's begin our journey into the unknown. Number 10, Shelbourne Hotel, Dublin. The Shelbourne Hotel's combination of luxury and paranormal activity has made it a popular spot for those seeking a ghostly encounter in the heart of Dublin. The hotel embraces its haunted reputation, offering guests the opportunity to stay in the infamous Room 526 and experience its paranormal activity firsthand. The hotel's haunted history extends beyond merry masters. During the Irish Civil War in the early 1920s, the Shelbourne served as the headquarters for the Free State Army. The building was subjected to sniper fire and bombings, resulting in several deaths. The spirits of soldiers who died during this period are believed to linger in the hotel, with reports of ghostly apparitions, the smell of gunpowder, and the sounds of distant gunfire echoing through the halls. Another spectral resident is the ghost of a woman seen in the hotel's reception area and lobby. Described as wearing period clothing from the early 20th century, her presence is often accompanied by a sudden drop in temperature and a sense of unease. Some believe she is a former guest or staff member who died under tragic circumstances, while others think she may be linked to the hotel's role during the Irish Civil War. The Shelbourne Hotel has also been the site of numerous unexplained phenomena, such as objects moving on their own, lights flickering, and sudden cold spots. Paranormal investigators have captured EVPs, electronic voice phenomena, and witnessed shadowy figures on camera. The combination of the hotel's luxurious setting, historical significance, and haunted reputation make it a unique and popular destination. Despite its haunted reputation, the Shelbourne Hotel remains a luxurious and prestigious establishment. Guests can enjoy the hotel's elegant rooms, fine dining, and exceptional service while experiencing its paranormal activity firsthand. The hotel staff are well-versed in its ghostly legends and are happy to share their own experiences and those of previous guests. Whether you're a skeptic or a believer, a visit to the Shelbourne Hotel is sure to be an unforgettable experience. As you explore its grand halls and haunted rooms, you'll feel the presence of the past and the lingering spirits of those who once walked its corridors. The hotel's combination of opulence and the supernatural creates a unique atmosphere that is both captivating and unsettling. Number 9. Kinnitty Castle, County Offaly. Kinnitty Castle, now a luxurious hotel, has a long and storied history filled with tales of hauntings and paranormal activity. Located in County Offaly, the castle's origins date back to the 13th century, and it has been the site of numerous battles, sieges, and tragedies. The combination of historical significance and ghostly legends makes Kinnitty Castle a unique and popular destination for ghost hunters and history enthusiasts. One of the most famous ghosts associated with Kinnitty Castle is that of Hugh O'Carroll, a former owner who lived in the 15th century. Hugh is often seen in the castle's Great Hall, his apparition dressed in medieval attire. Guests and staff have reported hearing disembodied voices, footsteps, and doors opening and closing on their own. Hugh's presence is usually accompanied by a sense of calm and benevolence, suggesting that he is a protective spirit watching over the castle. Another spectral resident of Kinnitty Castle is their White Lady, believed to be the spirit of a former servant or possibly a member of the O'Carroll family. The White Lady is often seen wandering the corridors and gardens, her appearance marked by a sudden drop in temperature. Witnesses have described her as a beautiful woman in a flowing white dress, and some believe she is searching for her lost love. The castle is also said to be haunted by a monk, who appears in the dungeon and the upper floors. The monk's ghost is often seen as a shadowy figure, and his presence is usually accompanied by a sense of solemnity and reverence. Some believe he is a former resident of the nearby Kinnitty Abbey, which was destroyed during the Cromwellian conquest of Ireland. Kinnitty Castle's rich history is filled with tales of tragedy and conflict. The castle was burned and rebuilt several times, and it has been the site of numerous battles and sieges. These events have contributed to its haunted reputation and the belief that it is cursed. The spirits of fallen soldiers and former residents are believed to linger in the castle, and visitors have reported hearing the sounds of battle, including clashing swords and anguished cries. The castle's luxurious setting and historical charm provide a stark contrast to the eerie tales of its ghostly residents. Kinnitty Castle is open to the public, offering guided tours that explore its haunted history and the stories of its spectral inhabitants. Guests can also stay in the castle's opulent rooms, which provide a unique opportunity to experience its paranormal activity firsthand. The combination of luxury and the supernatural makes Kinnitty Castle a popular destination for both thrill-seekers and those interested in Ireland's haunted history. The castle has been featured in several paranormal investigation shows, with researchers capturing strange phenomena such as EVPs, electronic voice phenomena, shadow figures, and unexplained temperature changes. Whether you're a skeptic or a believer, a visit to Kinnitty Castle is sure to be an unforgettable experience. As you explore its grand rooms and haunted halls, you'll feel the presence of the past and the lingering spirits of those who once called the castle home. The castle's serene beauty and eerie ambience create a unique atmosphere that is both captivating and unsettling. Number 8. The Old Abbey of Kilcrea, County Cork. The Old Abbey of Kilcrea, founded in the 15th century by Cormac Laidir MacCarthy, is a site steeped in history and ghostly legends. Located near the village of Ovens in County Cork, the abbey is a picturesque ruin surrounded by a peaceful, rural landscape. However, beneath its serene exterior lies a history of violence, tragedy, and paranormal activity. The most famous apparition associated with the Old Abbey of Kilcrea is that of its founder, Cormac Laidir MacCarthy. Cormac, a prominent figure in Munster's history, was murdered in 1494 and buried within the abbey walls. His ghost is often seen wandering the grounds, particularly near his grave. Witnesses have reported seeing a tall, shadowy figure in medieval attire, and some have felt a sudden chill when his presence is near. Another spectral resident of the abbey is their Grey Lady, believed to be the spirit of a nun who lived at the abbey in the 16th century. The Grey Lady is often seen in the cloisters and near the altar, her presence marked by a sense of sadness and longing. Some believe she is mourning a forbidden love, while others think she is seeking redemption for an unknown sin. The abbey's remote location and crumbling ruins add to its eerie atmosphere. Visitors often report hearing chanting and seeing shadowy figures in monks' robes. The sound of footsteps echoing through the empty corridors and the faint smell of incense are also commonly reported. The combination of the abbey's historical significance and its ghostly legends make it a popular spot for those seeking an encounter with the supernatural. The Old Abbey of Kilcrea has a long history of violence and conflict. During the Cromwellian conquest of Ireland in the mid-17th century, the abbey was attacked and many of its inhabitants were killed. The spirits of these fallen monks are believed to linger in the abbey, and visitors have reported hearing the sounds of battle, including the clash of swords and the cries of the wounded. The abbey's haunted reputation extends to the surrounding graveyard, where many of the MacCarthy clan and local villagers are buried. Visitors have reported seeing ghostly figures among the tombstones, and some have felt an overwhelming sense of dread when walking through the graveyard at night. The combination of the abbey's dark history and the presence of so many restless spirits make it a focal point for paranormal activity. Despite its haunted reputation, the Old Abbey of Kilcrea remains a popular destination for tourists and history enthusiasts. The abbey is open to the public, and visitors can explore its ruins and learn about its rich history. The serene beauty of the surrounding landscape provides a stark contrast to the eerie atmosphere within the abbey walls. Whether you're a skeptic or a believer, a visit to the old Abbey of Kilcrea is sure to be a memorable experience. As you wander through its ancient corridors and explore its haunted history, you'll feel the presence of the past and the lingering spirits of those who once called the Abbey home. Number 7. Ballygally Castle, County Antrim, Northern Ireland. Ballygally Castle, now a hotel, is one of the most haunted places in Northern Ireland. Built in the 17th century by James Shore, a Scottish lord, the castle has a long and storied history filled with tales of love, betrayal, and tragedy. Its haunted reputation is well known, with numerous reports of paranormal activity and ghostly encounters. The most famous ghost associated with Ballygally Castle is that of Lady Isabella Shore, the wife of James Shore. According to legend, Lady Isabella was imprisoned in the castle tower by her husband after she gave birth to their child. Desperate to escape, she tragically fell to her death from the tower window. Her spirit is said to roam the castle, particularly the tower where she died. Guests and staff have reported seeing her apparition, hearing unexplained noises, and feeling sudden drops in temperature. Lady Isabella's ghost is often seen as a shadowy figure, and her presence is usually accompanied by a sense of sadness and despair. She is known to knock on guests' doors in the middle of the night, and some have reported feeling a cold breeze or a gentle touch when she is near. The room where she is most often seen has been dubbed their ghost room, and it is a popular choice for guests seeking a paranormal experience. Another spectral resident of Ballygally Castle is their Green Lady, believed to be the spirit of another former occupant. The Green Lady is often seen wandering the corridors and gardens, and her appearance is usually accompanied by a sudden chill. Witnesses have described her as a beautiful woman in a green dress, and some believe she is searching for her lost love. The castle is also said to be haunted by a ghostly servant who still tends to her duties. Guests and staff have reported seeing a figure in a maid's uniform, carrying out tasks such as setting tables and tidying rooms. The servant's ghost is believed to be a former employee who was devoted to her work and remains loyal to the castle even in death. Ballygally Castle's combination of historical significance and paranormal activity makes it a fascinating destination for ghost hunters and history buffs alike. The castle's picturesque location on the Antrim coast, with stunning views of the sea, adds to its allure. The castle is open to the public, offering guided tours that explore its haunted history and the stories of its spectral residents. The hotel embraces its haunted reputation, offering guests the opportunity to stay in their ghost room and experience the castle's paranormal activity firsthand. The castle's staff are well versed in its ghostly legends and are happy to share their own experiences and those of previous guests. Ballygally Castle has been featured in several paranormal investigation shows, with researchers capturing strange phenomena such as EVPs, electronic voice phenomena, shadow figures, and unexplained temperature changes. The combination of luxury and the supernatural makes Ballygally Castle a unique and popular destination. Whether you're a skeptic or a believer, a visit to Ballygally Castle is sure to be an unforgettable experience. As you explore its grand rooms and haunted halls, you'll feel the presence of the past and the lingering spirits of those who once called the castle home. Number 6. Dunluce Castle, County Antrim, Northern Ireland. Dunluce Castle, perched precariously on a dramatic cliff edge, is one of Northern Ireland's most iconic and haunted landmarks. Built in the 16th century, the castle was home to the MacDonald clan and has a history filled with tragedy, mystery, and supernatural occurrences. The most famous ghost associated with Dunluce Castle is that of Mord, a servant who perished when part of the castle fell into the sea during a storm. Legend has it that on a stormy night, the castle's kitchen collapsed into the sea, taking Mord and several other servants with it. Her spirit is said to roam the ruins, particularly on stormy nights. Visitors often hear the sound of crashing waves mingled with faint cries and see ghostly figures near the cliff's edge. Another tragic tale linked to Dunluce Castle involves the wife of Sorley Boy MacDonald, the chieftain who took control of the castle in the 1560s. According to legend, Lady MacDonald was so horrified by the dangers of the castle's precarious location that she refused to live there. Her ghost is said to haunt the castle, her presence marked by the smell of lavender and the sound of weeping. The castle's turbulent history includes numerous battles and sieges, contributing to its haunted reputation. In 1584, Dunluce Castle was besieged by Sir John Perrot, the Lord Deputy of Ireland, resulting in significant damage and loss of life. The spirits of fallen soldiers are believed to linger in the castle, and visitors have reported hearing the sounds of battle, including clashing swords and anguished cries. Dunluce Castle's dramatic location on the edge of a basalt cliff, with the waves of the Atlantic Ocean crashing below, adds to its eerie ambience. The ruins, with their crumbling walls and dark, empty windows, create a hauntingly beautiful scene. The castle is connected to the mainland by a narrow bridge, which only heightens the sense of isolation and danger. The castle's haunted reputation extends to the nearby Dunluce Caves, which are said to be home to a banshee, a wailing spirit that foretells death. Local fishermen have reported hearing the banshee's mournful cries echoing from the caves during storms. The combination of the castle's ghostly legends and the mysterious caves make Dunluce Castle a focal point for paranormal activity. Dunluce Castle has been featured in numerous paranormal investigation shows and documentaries, with researchers capturing strange phenomena such as EVPs, electronic voice phenomena, shadow figures, and unexplained lights. The castle's combination of historical significance, tragic events, and ongoing paranormal activity make it a must-visit for ghost hunters and history enthusiasts. Despite its haunted reputation, Dunluce Castle remains a popular tourist destination. The castle is open to the public, offering guided tours that explore its history, architecture, and ghostly legends. Visitors can also explore the stunning coastline and enjoy the breathtaking views of the Atlantic Ocean. Whether you're a skeptic or a believer, a visit to Dunluce Castle is sure to be a memorable experience. As you wander through its ancient ruins and listen to the whispers of the past, you'll feel the presence of those who once called the castle home and the lingering spirits of those who met their untimely end on its grounds. Number 5. The Hellfire Club, Dublin. Perched on Montpelier Hill, the Hellfire Club is an old hunting lodge with a dark and sinister reputation. Built in the 18th century by William Connolly, the Speaker of the Irish House of Commons, the lodge was initially a hunting retreat. However, it later became associated with the Hellfire Club, a secret society known for its debauched and occult practices. The Hellfire Club was reputedly a meeting place for a group of aristocrats who engaged in hedonistic rituals, black masses, and other occult activities. Legend has it that the club members made a pact with the devil, and his presence is still felt there. The lodge's remote location and dark history have contributed to its reputation as one of Ireland's most haunted sites. Visitors to the Hellfire Club often report feeling an overwhelming sense of dread and unease. Phantom footsteps, eerie whispers, and strange noises are frequently heard. One of the most chilling stories involves a giant black cat, believed to be a demonic entity, that haunts the site. Witnesses have described seeing a large, shadowy feline figure with glowing eyes, which disappears as suddenly as it appears. Another disturbing legend associated with the Hellfire Club involves a young woman who was allegedly kidnapped and sacrificed during one of the club's rituals. Her ghost is said to haunt the lodge, and visitors have reported seeing a spectral figure of a woman in white, as well as hearing her cries for help. The Hellfire Club's dark history includes tales of murder, sacrilege, and supernatural encounters. One of the most infamous stories involves a card game with the devil. According to legend, a stranger joined the club members for a game of cards. When one of the players dropped a card and bent down to pick it up, he noticed that the stranger had cloven hooves instead of feet. Realizing they were playing with the devil, the members fled in terror. The stranger vanished in a burst of flames, leaving behind the smell of sulfur. The lodge's eerie atmosphere is heightened by its physical appearance. The building is in a state of partial ruin, with charred walls and collapsed sections. The stone structure, combined with the desolate landscape of Montpelier Hill, creates a hauntingly beautiful and unsettling scene. The Hellfire Club has been the subject of numerous paranormal investigations, with researchers capturing strange phenomena such as EVPs, electronic voice phenomena, shadow figures, and sudden drops in temperature. The site's combination of eerie legends, historical significance, and reported hauntings make it a popular destination for ghost hunters and thrill seekers. Despite its dark reputation, the Hellfire Club remains a fascinating and mysterious location. The site is open to the public, and visitors can hike up Montpelier Hill to explore the ruins and enjoy the panoramic views of Dublin. The journey to the Hellfire Club, with its steep ascent and rugged terrain, adds to the sense of adventure and anticipation. Whether you're a skeptic or a believer, a visit to the Hellfire Club is sure to be a memorable experience. As you stand in the shadow of the ancient lodge and listen to the whispers of the past, you'll feel the presence of those who once dabbled in dark arts and the lingering spirits of their victims. Number 4. Charleville Forest Castle, County Offaly. Charleville Forest Castle, a stunning example of Gothic Revival architecture, is located near Tullamore in County Offaly. Built in 1798 by Charles William Berry, the first Earl of Charleville, the castle is renowned for its architectural beauty and its eerie, haunted reputation. The most famous ghost of Charleville Forest Castle is that of Harriet, the young daughter of the 3rd Earl of Charleville. In 1861, Harriet tragically died after falling from the main staircase. Her spirit is often seen and heard playing in the castle, and her laughter echoes through the halls. Visitors and staff have reported seeing a young girl in a blue and white dress, sometimes playing with a ball or skipping along the corridors. Another spectral presence in Charleville Forest Castle is that of their White Lady, believed to be a former servant or possibly a member of the Berry family. The White Lady is often seen wandering the castle's corridors and grounds, and her appearance is usually accompanied by a sudden drop in temperature. Witnesses have reported feeling an overwhelming sense of sadness when encountering her apparition. The castle is also said to be haunted by former servants and other unidentified spirits. Visitors have reported hearing disembodied voices, footsteps, and doors opening and closing on their own. Paranormal investigators have captured numerous EVPs, electronic voice phenomena, and witnessed unexplained phenomena, such as objects moving on their own and sudden cold spots. The castle's Gothic architecture, with its grand rooms, long corridors, and dark nooks, creates an atmosphere ripe for ghostly encounters. The extensive grounds and secluded location add to the castle's eerie ambience, making it a popular destination for ghost hunters and paranormal enthusiasts. Charleville Forest Castle's history is filled with tales of tragedy and mystery. The Berry family, who owned the castle for generations, experienced numerous untimely deaths and misfortunes. These events have contributed to the castle's haunted reputation and the belief that it is cursed. The castle has been featured in several paranormal investigation shows, including Ghost Hunters International and Most Haunted. These investigations have provided further evidence of the castle's paranormal activity, with investigators capturing strange noises, EVPs, and even shadowy figures on camera. Despite its haunted reputation, Charleville Forest Castle is a popular tourist destination. The castle is open for guided tours, which explore its history, architecture, and ghostly legends. Visitors can also attend various events and festivals held on the castle grounds throughout the year. Whether you're a skeptic or a believer, a visit to Charleville Forest Castle is sure to be an unforgettable experience. As you explore its grand rooms and haunted halls, you'll feel the presence of the past and the lingering spirits of those who once called the castle home. Number 3. Malahide Castle, County Dublin. Malahide Castle, with its 800-year history, is one of Ireland's most haunted locations. The castle, situated in the picturesque village of Malahide in County Dublin, has been home to the Talbot family for generations. Its long and storied past is filled with tales of love, betrayal, and tragedy, which have contributed to its haunted reputation. The most well-known ghost of Malahide Castle is Puck, a jester who served the Talbot family in the 16th century. Puck fell in love with Lady Eleanor Fitzgerald, a prisoner at the castle. When their forbidden romance was discovered, Puck was found stabbed in the heart. His spirit is said to haunt the castle, appearing to guests in a full jester's outfit. Visitors often report seeing a small, bearded man in period costume, and many have captured his image in photographs. Another famous ghost is that of their White Lady, believed to be the spirit of Lady Eleanor, who roams the castle's grounds. The White Lady is often seen in the corridors and gardens, her apparition accompanied by a sense of sadness. Some believe she is searching for her lost love, Puck, while others think she is mourning her own tragic fate. The castle is also said to be haunted by the ghost of Miles Corbett, a Cromwellian soldier who was granted the castle after the Cromwellian conquest of Ireland. Corbett was known for his cruelty and desecration of the castle's chapel. After the restoration, Corbett was hanged, drawn, and quartered for his crimes. His ghost is often seen as a shadowy figure, and visitors report hearing heavy footsteps and the sound of chains rattling. Another spectral resident is their Lady in White, believed to be Maud Plunkett, the wife of the castle's owner in the 14th century. Maud's spirit is said to haunt the Great Hall, where she can be seen pacing back and forth, searching for her husband who died in battle. The castle's rich history, including its role in various battles and ownership by different noble families, adds to its haunted reputation. Paranormal investigators have captured numerous EVPs, electronic voice phenomena, and witnessed objects moving on their own. The castle's long corridors, ancient rooms, and hidden passageways create an atmosphere ripe for ghostly encounters. Malahide Castle's combination of beauty and tragedy makes it a magnet for ghost hunters and history enthusiasts alike. The castle is open to the public, offering guided tours that explore its haunted history and the stories of its spectral residents. Visitors can also explore the beautiful gardens and grounds, which provide a stark contrast to the eerie tales within the castle walls. Whether you're a skeptic or a believer, a visit to Malahide Castle is sure to be a memorable experience. As you wander through its ancient halls and explore its haunted history, you'll feel the presence of the past and the lingering spirits of those who once called the castle home. Number 2. Kilmainham Gaol, Dublin. Kilmainham Gaol, a former prison in Dublin, is one of Ireland's most historically significant and haunted locations. Opened in 1796, the jail has housed many of Ireland's political prisoners, including leaders of the 1916 Easter Rising. The grim and oppressive atmosphere of the gaol is palpable, with numerous reports of paranormal activity. The conditions in Kilmainham Gaol were notoriously harsh, with overcrowded cells, poor sanitation, and rampant disease. Prisoners were often subjected to brutal treatment, and many perished within its walls. This suffering has left a lingering presence, and visitors often report feeling an overwhelming sense of sadness and despair. One of the most famous hauntings is that of Joseph Plunkett, who was executed in the gaol's yard. Plunkett, a leader of the 1916 Easter Rising, married Grace Gifford in the prison chapel just hours before his execution. His ghost is said to roam the corridors, searching for his beloved Grace. Visitors have reported seeing a shadowy figure, hearing footsteps, and feeling cold spots in the areas associated with Plunkett's final days. The chapel where Plunkett and Gifford were married is another hotspot for paranormal activity. Visitors often feel an inexplicable chill and hear faint whispers and sobbing. The tragic love story and the brutal conditions endured by prisoners contribute to the gaol's haunted reputation. The jail also has a dark history of children being imprisoned. During the 19th century, children as young as 7 were incarcerated for minor crimes such as theft. The spirits of these young prisoners are believed to linger in the gaol, and visitors have reported hearing children crying and laughing. In addition to its famous prisoners, Kilmainham Gaol has been the site of numerous executions. The condemned were often hanged in the stonebreaker's yard, and the restless spirits of these individuals are said to haunt the area. The sense of dread and despair is palpable, with many visitors feeling an overwhelming urge to leave. Kilmainham Gaol's combination of grim history and paranormal activity makes it a compelling and eerie destination. The Gaol is now a museum, offering guided tours that delve into its dark past and the stories of its most infamous inmates. Whether you're interested in Irish history or the paranormal, a visit to Kilmainham Gaol is sure to be an unforgettable experience. As you walk through its cold, stone corridors and stand in the shadow of the execution yard, you'll feel the weight of the past and the lingering presence of those who suffered and died within its walls. Kilmainham Gaol serves as a poignant reminder of Ireland's turbulent history and the enduring human spirit. Number 1. Leap Castle, County Offaly. Leap Castle is often regarded as the most haunted castle in Ireland, with a history steeped in bloodshed and tragedy. Constructed in the late 13th century by the O'Bannon clan, Leap Castle has been the site of numerous violent events, including family feuds and massacres. The most infamous tale is that of their bloody chapel. In the 16th century, a brutal power struggle between 2 brothers ended in one murdering the other, a priest, during a mass in the chapel. The priest's ghost is said to haunt the chapel, often appearing as a shadowy figure or an eerie presence. Another dark chapter in Leap Castle's history involves the discovery of an oubliette, a small dungeon accessible only through a trapdoor in the chapel. When renovations were carried out in the 1900s, workers found numerous human skeletons, many impaled on spikes at the bottom of the pit. These grisly discoveries suggest that the castle's inhabitants were subjected to severe and fatal punishment. The souls of these victims are believed to linger in the castle, adding to its haunted reputation. The castle is also home to their elemental, a malevolent spirit characterized by a putrid smell and a sense of pure evil. The elemental is believed to be a primitive, ancient spirit, possibly summoned through dark rituals performed within the castle. Visitors and paranormal investigators have reported cold spots, disembodied voices, and the sensation of being watched. Some have even claimed to see a misty figure with a decaying face and black, hollow eyes. Leap Castle's history of bloodshed and betrayal has left an indelible mark, making it a hotspot for paranormal activity. The current owners, Sean and Ryan, have experienced numerous paranormal occurrences since they began restoring the castle in the 1990s. Despite its dark past, Leap Castle remains a fascinating and eerie location, drawing ghost hunters and history enthusiasts from around the world. The combination of historical significance, tragic events, and ongoing paranormal activity makes Leap Castle a must-visit for those interested in Ireland's haunted history. Whether you're a skeptic or a believer, the atmosphere of Leap Castle is sure to leave a lasting impression. As you walk through its ancient halls and explore the bloody chapel, you'll feel the weight of its dark history and the presence of those who met their untimely end within its walls.